Howdy, folks. Mayor T. Roy. It's here. We have finally made it to D-Day. It is the first full episode of Mayor T. Roy's The Simple Lie. And look around. Look around. We in nature. It didn't get no simpler than where we are right now. I'm proud to be able to come to you in a whole new form than we've ever tried before at Mountain Bear Media. I appreciate the powers to be back in the state of Indiana to give me this opportunity. I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Now, if you look right across from me, dadgum, I'm sitting with one of the prettiest women you'll ever find in the state of Tennessee. Dancing Eagle. Woohoo! Now, I want to introduce her, and she's going to give you a little bit about what she's going to do, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to tell you what to expect today. But now I want pleasure. Thank you, Lord.
Oh, they're trying to take away more of who we are, who we always have been. I don't see it so much around here because of the fact that we have lived cheek by jowl with our neighbors. Why would I take offense to somebody having named something after somebody or something that I admire?
That's profound. That's good. Because here's my thing. I'm not a Native American. We do have some, in our background, but I'm a hillbilly. And it's kind of funny because they use that term sort of the same thing. People say, "Oh, he's hillbilly." Well, that's not offensive to me. I kind of like it. It's simple.
Well, it would be to me because I've been called a hillbilly, and I'm like, well, all right. Yeah, you're right, I am.
I think that the world right now is so full of, let's find a reason to hate something. Now, anymore it's, you can't have cows. Cows are bad. So let's take them off the face of the earth. No.
To me, Creator put them here first.
Exactly. I come out here and we come out a couple of days ago to spot and see where we needed to set up, and I'm telling you, this is a beautiful spot. This is what God created. Now, it has man's hand around it to make it more accessible to the folks that need accessing. But that's a good reason to change things a little bit, is make it more accessible so everybody will put their phones down.
Yeah.
Get off the computer, go out and spend a day in nature. So, a little birdie tells me you're a storyteller.
Well, I've been called that a time or two, yeah.
Now, is a Native American storyteller like a hillbilly storyteller? Because all my people that follow me seem to think you got to have a little BS in you to be a hillbilly storyteller.
It doesn't hurt to have a sense of humor.
That's a good way of putting it.
Native American storytellers, generally, unless you fall in love with telling the stories, is an elder. And the children came to the elders to learn how to be a grown-up, how to treat the land, how to know who they are and where they come from. So these stories have been handed down generation upon generation. And so that it's an honor for the person who's telling the stories, because you know that people are coming to you wanting to learn, wanting to know. And if in teaching you make it something that they can take into their hearts, they're going to remember it better than me sitting back as a teacher and giving you cold, hard facts with dates and stuff that you have to remember. How many people remember that? But
I'm lucky to remember when I was born.
I hear that. But you tell it in such a way, and particularly with children, because you start them when they're babies. And they come back and they say, "Grandmother, tell me this story. Tell me that story." Have you got another story
So
today?
the stories you tell are all generational based and haven't changed.
They're generational based. There is the core of truth in them. But each storyteller brings their own personality to them.
Bingo. There's our connection. Because I won't tell you, I could tell a story, and I've done it, and I'll get 2,500 people saying, love it. And then I'm going to get 2 people that look at me and say, I don't understand. So somewhere in the masses of the people, I got 2 strays that I didn't touch. Every once in a while I even get hate mail.
Dear.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Because how can I grow if everybody loves everything I do?
Precisely.
What do I need to fix? And it's not so much as my comedy or doing the things that we're doing, but it's spiritual growth inside me. Where do I want to be? And I had lost sight for a long time in that. And getting back to writing my stories and talking with people every day, it really has put me back on my path of how I want to grow. And I think that's where in America we've lost touch, because as our elders pass over, families don't do the things that families done.
No, they don't. The grandparents, unless they're having to raise their grandchildren, kind of get the short end of the stick. And they're the ones, my grandparents were the ones who taught me the stories of who my people are on both sides. If I didn't have that, I wouldn't have anything to base who I am on.
There's no family lineage. You have no clue. Because like in ours, once my grandpa passed, everybody dispersed. He was the glue.
Yeah.
Everybody knew that when it was funny. He owned a lot of land, and the town he lived in was just a small town. Weren't enough people to have a mayor or its own. It fell under the big city, and everybody out there that knew him called him the mayor. So everybody wants to know, how'd you come up with the mayor? My history. I owe him for who I am and the way I am. So why wouldn't I turn that around and give it to Leland Etchison, the mayor, and I just pick it up and I tell stories along the way. Now his stories ended up using me like 4 or 5 mile walks in the woods, and I don't make nobody go 4 or 5 miles with me in the woods, because I ain't doing that. But that was part of where I come from, was him. The man I am today is because I had a strong mother that refused to give up on me. And the Lord have mercy, switch dances. Native Americans do switch dances too?
Yeah, brother.
Shoo.
We sure do.
I got a switching one time for threatening to run away. I went into my room because I was sick of rules.
Mm-hmm.
I was 5 or 6 years old.
Yeah.
I went to my room, grabbed a trash bag. I threw every football, baseball, basketball, baseball bat, catcher's mitts, everything I could sports-wise into this bag. Walked into the kitchen and made me 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. No bag. I didn't know what a baggie was. That meant that you wouldn't get a mess everywhere.
Right.
Threw them in the bag on top of everything. And by the time I spun that black bag to throw it over my shoulder, at the door stood my grandmama. Now my mama done cheated. She done cheated. She was so furious, she called Mama.
Called in the big guns.
And that woman had a yardstick in one hand and my arm in the other. And we danced and danced and danced. Then she broke the yardstick. And then I got to dancing again because she broke her yardstick. Never understood that, but I'm going to promise you, I never threatened to run away ever again.
I bet you didn't.
So what we're going to do is we have to pay some respect to our sponsors. So we're going to give them a little 2-minute break. But when we come back, I want you to share one of your favorite stories that you tell to the young people. If you would with us, please.
I'd be happy to.
We appreciate you being with us. We got to pay our sponsors. We'll be right back.
It was playing when we danced on that hot August night when you kissed me. And it was playing in my room when you told me on the phone that you missed me. It was just young love and it had to end, but now I wanna feel it again. So I'm waiting for a summer song to make me wanna sing along. Yeah, you gotta turn the radio on, 'cause I'm waiting for a summer song. I sang it on the last day of school and it felt
Welcome back. We are glad you got a chance to see our sponsors. Now, here's the thing. If you see this show or any Mountain Bear Media shows and you want to be a sponsor of a show, you get a hold of me or any of the cast from Mountain Bear Media, or send old Biscuit up there in Indiana. Send him one of them nice little private messages and we'll get you set up, and I tell you what, you are going to see a boost in your business. If not, tell me, and I'll make sure I come and personally show up at your door, and I'll stand on the street and hold a sign that says your business name. Can't get no better than that right there. Now, we're back with Dancing Eagle, and we have been talking about some wonderful things. Perspectives. Hillbillies and Indians. We ain't much different. We both love the simple lie. We both believe in heritage, and we don't want to see hate. We're tired of seeing hate. Quit destroying the world with hate. Love your neighbor. Love the person. Love everyone. There's no reason. It's 2019. Stop the hate. We don't need it no more. So, Dancing Eagle, you told me that your stories are passed down generation to generation.
They are indeed.
If you had to give me your number one story that you give the folks throughout your life, because you've been around just a little bit, what would that story be?
It would be the story about the strawberry. Now that doesn't sound too exciting, does it?
Well,
There's a little backstory to it.
I kind of like strawberries.
I do too. It goes back to the time when there was just one man and one woman. We called them first man and first woman. And they'd set him up a little house. She owned it because that's the way women were in Cherokee way. They owned the house. They farmed. The men went out and hunted. They provided for everything. If she got mad at her husband, she put his stuff out the door, and he had to go home with Mama. So, anyway, they were newlyweds, and they were all mushy in love, and they were just out in the woods. Except one morning, don't know exactly what it was. The first man said something that hurt first woman's feelings. And you know what happened. What's wrong, honey? I'm fine. She'd already fixed breakfast, so she gave him breakfast. She picked up her basket. She went up the ridge. And he's watching and he goes, well, she's kind of hot, huh? Well, okay. I'll wait a little bit, and she'll settle down, and she'll be on back. And he got to whittling on a walking stick, and he kept getting later and later, and he hadn't had no dinner, and he's like, where did she get to? No, first woman. Maybe I ought to go see what's going on. The Creator was watching all of this, and the Creator felt sorry for first man and for first woman, and so he caused first woman to see blackberries, which he knew that she liked to make blackberry dumplings. She put that basket, and she went marching, and just right on by them blackberries. Creator says, well, that didn't slow her down. So he caused her to be fox grapes, muscadines. She went right on by them. And I mean, they were big and pretty and juicy. Nope. Off she goes. That one didn't work. All the while, back at the camp, first man's going, what'd you do? She's just, man, she's getting it up that ridge. Well, Crater looked down and he said, well, I've got to fix this because at this rate, it's not going to fix itself. So he created a bed, pretty green leaves and white flowers. The first woman saw them and they smelled pretty good. And she looks down and there's these berries and they're kind of heart-shaped. She picks one and she picks it and she puts it in her mouth and she eats it and she goes, ooh, that's good. But I'm not giving that first man any of those. No, those are mine. And she clicks his teeth and she got it. Oh, but these are so good. First man would just love them. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm going to start picking berries and I'm going to take him in the eyes and kind of make up for me being mad. He's coming up the ridge and he's going, thinking to himself, what'd I do? Well, they finally meet up. She had turned around by this time and was headed on home. And they met up, along about the gooseberries. And she said, oh, first man, I have found something wonderful and you have got to try it. And she said, okay, kind of, like, are you going to kill me or something? And she gives it to him and he's like, this is the best thing I ever put in my whole mouth. She said, yeah, they are pretty good, aren't they? Why don't we go home and I think I'll try to make us some dumplings with these. kisses him on the top of the head, and after she spanked the fire and everything, she goes home to bed. And he's sitting there smoking his pipe and going, I don't know what this was all about, but thank God it's over. And these little thought balloons started going, oh, I'm so happy she's home. Oh, I'm so glad. And just as he goes in, you hear him mumble, but what to do?
I've been there. Lord have mercy, I've been there.
I think every husband in this world's been there at least once.
Yes. That's very good. Very good. See, we're here again. We're not too far apart.
No, we're not at all.
And why things have to be what they are. Now, how did I meet you? Do you remember?
I think he came to the flea market to my booth, and we fell to talking.
Now, they don't know how I met you. So, she has a booth out at the big flea market as you come off Interstate 40 on the weekends, on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays.
That's right.
If you come here to see the mayor or anybody else, I mean, there is other things to do in Pigeon Forge area besides see the mayor, but I know that's number one on all your list.
Should be.
Stop in there, visit with her, see the wares that they have. I own a few pieces. My mom owns a few pieces. Sit and buy you something. Tell us a little bit about what you got going on inside the store.
Well, I have wonderful pottery that's only made by a couple of people in the country. And they're made by a gentleman by the name of Walking Bear. And we have things that hang on the wall, plaques that hang on the wall. Some of them are big bear faces or wolf faces. We have bowls that you can take home. We have little bitty statuettes that make really nice presents at Christmas time. We have a wonderful line of candles where we make the pot, we blend the scents that go in the candle, and the scents are delightful. You only have to burn the candle like 15 or 20 minutes because it's going to fill your whole house up for ages.
There you go. That's much better than some of these ones at the market where it burns for 4 days and you're still trying to figure out what scent it was that is not like what it says it was.
Yeah.
Now, you also have what I call very cool. Some arrowheads,
Mm-hmm.
tomahawks,
Mm-hmm.
spears, I believe,
Right.
some arrows.
Right.
Now, those are also locally made by a gentleman, or?
I have a bow that's made by a gentleman who lives just below Knoxville. His name is Billy White Wolf. He makes traditional bows. They're made out of red oak, and it comes with a handmade arrow that he's made. I've got one that's made by Jamie Bird, who lives up on the boundary. I've got a couple that are Navajo and one that's Sioux that I've been fortunate enough to be able to offer to folks. The arrowheads range from the little bitty bird points all the way up to spear points. Even have bone knives that you can use for cleaning hides when you go deer hunting.
Now, I don't know if you know this, but them folks back up in Indiana, they want me to go chase this thing called the Cherokee Devil. Not for sure if the Native American, it's a Native American legend.
Yeah.
It's called the Sukaloo or something like that. They want me to go chase this thing. Now, I need something to protect me because they want me to take a switch.
Lord love a duck. They would just look at you and go, really?
Yeah.
Really? Come on,
So-
get real.
Plus, they're going to send 4 hillbillies into the woods.
Oh, Lord love a duck. Well, at least they can get around in the woods, so that's a good thing.
You ain't seen my hillbillies, have you?
No.
It's not going to be pretty.
Oh, it's going to be like herding chickens, huh?
Yeah, nobody's supposed to have any weapons. It's just supposed to be cameras, me with a switch, and we bringing this thing out of the woods.
Well, you're going to need to have some sage. Everybody's going to need to be carrying sage because that thing is big and
not making me feel any more comfortable that I'm doing
Sorry about that.
them Yankees. I think them Yankees setting me up. That's what I think.
Have you ever been snipe hunting?
No, I've never been that dumb. My dad tried that when I was a little boy, and it didn't take me long to figure out that he was up to something.
Well, my dad grinned too hard, and I knew he was up to something.
See,
But,
the funny thing about my dad is, every time he tells a story that's not factual, he rubs his nose. And so if you automatically, he tells you something, and then you see him rubbing on his nose in any sort of way or touching, he's lying. That way it blows it right out the door.
Yeah.
And that's why, we used to play poker. Get him over there playing poker. And you just say, hey, you got anything good? No, I ain't got nothing. Yeah, you do. And it'd be over with. Now,
You're going to need a tow sack.
a toe sack.
Yeah. Gunny sack.
Okay.
That way you can tow it over his head.
They say this thing's like 8 foot tall.
Mm-hmm.
Where the heck am I going to find a gunny sack that big? You may have to make me one. I know you can do it.
I can do it.
So, before we wrap up, we're getting close to being done. There is a huge event coming up that you've been talking to me about, and I've been telling everybody I know, and I know it's very close to your heart.
It's very dear to my heart.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to give you our remaining time
Thank you.
to talk about your event and everything going on, and then I'll tell everybody bye, and then you'll be on your way.
Thank you so much, Mayor. This is our 4th year of holding a Native American gathering. It's not like a formal powwow. We do dancing and drumming and things like that. We have crafters who will teach their crafts. We have vendors. We have buffalo burgers. We have a teepee that the children can put their handprints on. This is set on a site that was one of the earliest trading posts between the whites and the Cherokee. And the Cherokee built a dam there by hand. They carried the stone from across the way and put it in that dam. It's 250 years old. It's still holding water.
Wow.
It needs work. One of the things we want to do is help him raise money to have this done, and he only wants Native Americans to do the work. So
That's the way it should be.
this is an opportunity for us to come together like a family reunion and share our stories, our heritage, who we are, what we're about, and to help this gentleman who has provided this property at no charge to us out of the generosity of his heart. And it's out in Rogersville, Tennessee.
Rogersville, Tennessee. You got to hear that. Rogersville, Tennessee on October?
October the 5th. It's a Saturday. It's free to anybody that comes. The place that it's held at is called Amy Mill. It looks like Amos Mill, but there's signs that'll take you right into it. You go up to Morristown, go up Andrew Johnson Highway, and take a right at the one and only Rogersville sign, and it'll take you right there.
That's my kind of place. Roadkill Holler, we don't have any signs. We just can't afford them. And there ain't like anybody can read them anyway.
Well,
So, this is on October 5th, Saturday,
10 to 5.
Rogersville, Tennessee. Free. Now, what part of free can't you afford? Now, I got to ask you a question real quick before we go.
All right.
If I make an appearance, the mayor of Roadkill Holler makes an appearance at this event, you do a little dancing with me?
We'll try that out. Yeah.
Oh, daggum, my mayor. Woo! Because I don't know how much you watch my videos, but I'm really not a very good dancer, but I do it. And it seems to make people laugh. So if I'm dancing, just make sure we keep away from the rain dance.
Yeah, please do.
But tell me about it later on. That way I can come back here and we can finally get some rain. We need some rain.
Yeah, we sure do.
So, but I appreciate you so much for being with me.
Thank you, Mayor.
You are still the most beautiful woman in East Tennessee.
You are one of the most wonderful liars I've ever met.
I'm the mayor. It comes natural. So, with that being said, folks, I thank you very much. Our first episode is in the books. Now, I'm going to do something that I ain't never done before because this is our first episode. I'm going to get you to commit to come back with me, and we're going to do something crazy. We're going to make something.
Okay.
You being a crafter, you have to have hillbilly-proof crafts.
I'll see what I can come up
No
with.
glue because my mama don't want me eating the glue.
No. If it ain't wheat paste, you can't have it.
You heard it here first, folks. Mayor T. Roy's A Simple Life. This is episode 1 of many. We're going to the top. Y'all have a good day now. You hear?